you ain't choosing Takemi in P5, that ain't it.
Get into this first match. Don't know nothing about this matchup. This is one of the weirdest matchups I've seen.
The only time I think this matchup would have ever been conceivable. He's still alive. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Hello? He's still living. He barely won that. He barely survived.
He got spiked in the first 20 seconds of the match.
Damn.
Almost died.
At least that shows Bowz's tenacity and survivability in this matchup.
He's really good at teching.
The only way I could have ever conceived this matchup in the past is Abadango or SDX versus Bowz's
Shofu.
Olimar that he still barely has.
Shofu. Olimar.
No, Bowz has an Olimar too.
I know, but still.
Either way.
Better.
Oh, Shuton, yeah.
Shuton, that's what it was. I'm saying Shofu. I'm thinking black guy who plays
hello?
Pokemon. I'm thinking black guy who plays Pokemon
Of
who
course,
wants to play Wolf. That's why.
yeah, of course.
It's Pokemon and it's a black guy. Yeah, Shuton, the Japanese player.
So after that first 20 seconds, it actually, Bowz took it back a little bit, getting it to, fairly even percent.
I know a lot about Olimar because I've studied a few of his, a lot about his Pikmin at least. His Pikmin are amazing. It's a disjoint, but it's always going to clank. It's never going to trade with anything.
No, yeah, it always clanks no matter what.
And even though he's got good Pikmin, White is easily the worst. It has the most range with a grab, but unfortunately it's not good for much else other than damage. But most of the time, if you watch Shuton, he always throws it out. He's always the first one he throws out.
Yeah, for the most part, you want to keep either reds, blues, and purple. Because those are your sort of heavy hitter Pikmin. Red does most damage, purple does most knockback, and blue does most throw damage, or throw distance at least.
Unfortunately, he knocked him away pretty far, so where Wurblenurfer couldn't recover, because probably one of the few weaknesses about Mewtwo is that he's got probably the second lowest range out of all the teleporting characters, and probably the worst is Palutena. It doesn't have as much range as, say, Zelda.
It doesn't have that much range, but it is definitely one of the better teleports, efficiency-wise.
Because it's not like Zelda's where it's got a really amazing hitbox, probably one of her best kill tools, but still really laggy. It's not like Sheik where it's also really laggy. In fact, I don't even think it has that much lag on it at all.
It really doesn't. So if you platform cancel it, you're literally just gliding across.
Oh, but still getting that raw forward smash and taking a game off Wurblenurfer.
With a red Pikmin, no doubt.
But one of the best setups for Alph to get is purple, blue, or maybe even red, blue, or maybe combining the two into blue. You usually want blue because it's amazing for throws.
I mean, it gives him a kill throw.
At least.
Send me that clip later.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Bowz! Hey, Bowz! Who's best P5 girl? Sad. He ignored me. But anyways,
one of the things I was seeing in that match is that Mewtwo's Shadow Balls were doing literally nothing because they just kept clanking with Alph's Pikmin.
And that's the best thing about
Not even thrown Pikmin. It was just Pikmin running back as well.
That's the best part about them. They have hitboxes, meaning that Aurasphere, I believe Aurasphere can still travel through them. No, it clanks. Everything clanks with it.
If Mewtwo's clanks, Aurasphere definitely clanks.
Alright, so we have every charge shot in the game clanking, as well as every other projectile, so that includes ZSS Paralyzer and other stupid ones like that.
They just soak up the damage.
And that's the best part about them. They're all meat shields.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the best thing to describe Olimar and Alph. Excuse me. They're puppet characters. They control things on the stage.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't know why I just thought of that. It's kind of like I guess, in Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch, it's kind of like building a machine in the battlefield. That's basically what these things are.
So NG or Engineer or Torbjorn, basically, was what you're saying.
Yeah. They just sit there and they do the work for you while Olimar can get the kills. Because you still need a brain behind the operations.
I'm used to the brain, but Olimar doesn't really get the kills. It's the Pikmin that really get the kills.
Yeah, that's fair. But
they do basically all the work. There's only a few things that Olimar does without the Pikmin, like
Solomar.
Yeah, Solomar. Basically, all his tilts he does without the Pikmin.
Alph. Oh, still you were talking about that down throw still gives him a kill throw now. Mm-hmm. That's really nice. And honestly, one of the more underrated options that Alph can go for is at least in my opinion, electric, purple, and blue, because blue is amazing for the throws, purple's amazing for the kills, but yellow does so much damage and has probably the most hit stun out of all of them.
It has the most hit stun, but for the most part, red does the most damage out of all the Pikmin.
Well, most hit stun, but it still has nice damage. Not as much as red, of course.
I mean, it does have nice damage, and I do agree with that. It's definitely a useful Pikmin.
It's one of the better Pikmin out there, and you just never really want white, ever.
Yeah, white's sort of just...
White's kind of throw on people for the tag-on damage, because they're the most tag-on damage.
I mean, yeah, but for the most part, like, people usually
early game, you just throw them at them.
Yeah.
You don't use it for a combo.
If there is an advantage like JPR, that's unfortunate. Ooh. But what JP was talking about earlier, having that really nice, what's it called? That damage is nice, because if you ever